Boom. You have your sensor with you? Okay. Have you guys asked how much your coach looks at that? Okay. Okay. What's the competition? Like how many swings? What's that number?
Well, I don't have one right now.
Have what?
I don't have the competition. 360.
And so is that the competition? 300. Okay. If that's the only numbers he's looking at, if you're getting, how many swings are you getting at home? Like, do you have enough while you're doing your swings at home to break the competition?
Yeah, I could probably get pretty high.
Okay. I almost want to start having you rock one of my sensors then, so that way I can see your data, because if he's just looking at how many swings you take, I'm going to look at 15 other metrics with that. So yeah, just check and see, because I obviously, like, I don't want to step on toes if he's like, oh, I look at that every single. Use his sensor and everything outside of here. What color did I give you, Davis? Sweet. Okay. Money. I'm with that then.
He didn't say the really low one. Mason had one. I don't even know how you manage only one.
It was probably. It does have a geosensor on her. A little.
Wonder what the numbers on that swing were.
I like the way you think, Davis. I like how you think. Come on out real quick. So this is the process all my high school guys go through. So over here on these whiteboards, you're going to notice there are like 4 little tabs: bats, tools, variables, drills. We're going to go through this together, so that way it makes a little sense. But essentially, you're going to pick 2 bats, a tool, a variable, and 3 drills. Like I said, we're going to do this together.
Okay.
There's that. Let me go get your menu. Can I do this? Nope.
I feel like the drills I already, 2 of them offset open and closed.
Money. Some nice go-tos. Go ahead, pop a squat. There's a chair right there, bub.
I was almost there.
Yeah, almost. All right, so we're going to pick 2 bats. So, boom. We have all these bats down here. Okay, now, this being your first time, I want you to either pick bats that you really like, bats that you're familiar with. Like, I'm not trying to make this like a difficult puzzle. I do want to start introducing this to you, though.
Okay.
This is going to be what you'll be eligible to start doing in May. So my high school membership guys, they'll come in, they'll sit down, they'll do their warm-up, and then let's say group session starts at 7. They'll probably get done 5 minutes prior. They'll sit down, and then they'll essentially design their warm-up. Now, every month, I sit down with them in their first private session of the month. We go over all their data from the previous one. So like this month, January, we sat down and we went over all of their December numbers. And then I will tell them, I want you to pick, or I'll tell them, I want you to use this bat, this bat, this bat, this bat. I want you to do this tool, this tool, this tool, this variable, this variable, this variable, these 6 drills. Now that player then will take a picture of that, and then every session that they come into in the future for that month, they just pick from those. So that way it's not this giant board staring at you in the face. It's, okay, let me pick 2 of these bats. Well, I did these 2 bats yesterday. Let me do these 2 other bats. Oh, I did these 3 drills. Let me do these other 3 drills. Oh, I did this variable the other day. Let me do this variable. Whatever it is. Same page?
Uh-huh.
Beauty. So let's go through. Let's pick some bats for you. Let's pick 2 bats. What 2 bats besides your game bat might you like to use today? And if you want some suggestions from me, I got you.
I feel like short bat.
Okay, let's write that down.
Maybe the BBR, because I use that one a lot.
Let's write it down. All right, so normally in our high school groups, we do 3 rounds of 6 pitches. So you would go 3 swings with a short, 3 swings with a BBR. And you'll do that for round 1, round 2, and round 3. Today, with it being a private, we're going to go 6 swings with a short, 6 with a BBR. So we'll do 12 pitch rounds instead. Okay, great choices on there. Tools. Tools are physical objects that we use within the swing. All right, so we have up here, or I apologize. Yes, tools. Very physical object, all the way at the top. Med ball, connection ball, yellow one. Angle board, that little slanted board that's in there. We have different bands. So you can put a band from your thumb to your elbow, and that'll kind of show if you're someone that extends their hands out too far too early, that band's going to snap, and you're going to notice it. We could put the band around your neck and your hands, so that way if we like to kind of push our hands out rather than turn with our body, you'll feel it. You could put bands between your ankles, so that way you have to use your legs to grow and stretch, and you have to fight against the band. Lots of variables when we're looking at that band, okay? We also could use sliders. We could use the body straps. So those, I think we've done the straps last session. And then I have foam blocks in there that you can use. So a tool is just a physical object that is either A, trying to hinder you in your swing, so that way you have to fight against it, or B, assist you in your swing, so all you have to do is use it. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So, are there any tools on here, and we're going to just pick one for today. Is there a tool on here that you are comfortable with already?
Like a band? I do a bit of band.
Okay, which band would you like to do? Would you like
on the ankles?
ankle band? So write down ankle band. Perfect. Now let's pick a variable. A variable is going to be something that you do after the swing. So we've done bat pointers, I believe, before.
Mhm.
We've done swing holds before, where you swing and hold your finish. Those are probably, I would say, the 2 classy ones. We have whipbacks, knee touch, a lot of other variables, but let's go ahead and pick something that you're comfortable with. What is one variable that you feel comfortable with?
Swing holds.
So let's write down swing holds. Now it's time to go to the drills. Boom. So we're going to have a drill for the first round, a drill for the second round, and a drill for the third round. You said you already have 2 highlighted that you like.
Offset open and offset close.
money. And what might be a third one that you might like?
What's staggered close?
Staggered closed is where you, instead of like, let's say you're the pitcher, instead of me just rotating my body like this and then striding this way, staggered close, my chest and my hips are still angled here, but my feet are just going to be staggered like this. So I'm still looking to try and turn and go through that way, whereas regular close, I'm trying to go through that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like staggered close.
Let's do it. All right. So this is going to be your warm-up for the day. So let me see that pen from you real quick. Money. Ready to rock with that?
Yep.
You can bring that in to the cage with you, so that way you have that. And then we'll get rocking and rolling, okay?
Okay.
Oh, that's what I didn't do. March 7th and 8th is our first one. March 21st, 22nd, April 17th or 18th. And then once we hit May, then we start doing a few more. But our first one will be March 7th. We're doing the JUCO College World Series. And so I want to make sure that one, Omaha, and USSSA tournament is going to be the ones that I really want to make sure that we're locked in and primed for. So I wanted to make sure we had a few tournaments local to notice, all right, what are our pitching rotations? Who are guys I can steal? Yada, yada, yada. And so that way, I think that Grand Junction tournament is like the end of May. So we have a little time. We have like 3 or 4 tournaments before we hit that up.
Where's the ankle ball?
Any of these. Boom. So we'll go. Foot in. Go around the back. Foot in.
Okay.
Same page?
Uh-huh.
Money. Oh, I thought I could flip it up to myself. I couldn't. Yep. There you are, sir. And then I'm going to say, see if you can try and keep it more on your socks rather than the sweats. Because what will happen is as you stride, the sweats, the band will like kind of go up on the sweats rather than staying kind of low. Perfect. Alrighty, sir, you ready? Don't sound too excited now. All right, so we'll do a stride with this one, okay? Swing holds, so give me a 2 Mississippi hold after each swing. And you're striding as if that softball pitching machine is the pitcher, okay? You ready? There you go. Make sure that backside turns. There you go. There you go. Really good with that. Good, Davis. Last one here, and then we'll switch bats. Close. Good job. Switch bats. Same drill, same everything else. You ready? Make sure that backside turns. Better with your timing. When I say make sure the backside turns, what does that mean to you? Okay. I just want to make sure my English was the same English you were using. So, right now we keep, let me see this guy. Keep going here. I need this. The reason that this back foot turns is because these hips fire. For a lot of the swings, I interpret when this kind of stays here, all we're doing is kind of just going, versus it being like a hip turn. Same page?
Uh-huh.
Let's go 4 more, okay? Sweet. Close. I like that swing a lot. Great job. Two more. Last one here. There you go, better. All right, take a breath. Short bat. And we'll go close now, okay? Still with a stride. Want you to act like that picture is what's pitching to you, okay? Close. Two more. Better. What's the difference between that and your other swings? Okay, what allowed you to do that? There you go. What allowed you to turn your hips? Okay. Which of those comes first? Okay. So was it your back foot turning, or was it possibly something else in there too? Okay, like what? Okay. You did a really good job of having posture when you came through with your stride. That sets you up to then allow you to use your hip. Allowed you to hit the ball this way. You see where I'm kind of going with that? More like a domino effect. All the answers you gave me weren't wrong. I was just trying to find what was the first domino in that order to kind of fall that allowed everything else to kind of line up perfectly as well. I think it was you getting into the load, good posture, good timing. Did you feel rushed with that? That's perfect, dude. Let's fight for that again. I got one more here for you. Close, BBR. All right, let's chat about it. When you get to the BBR, what do you notice? You're doing a really good job with the short pat, but when you get to the BBR, what do you notice? Okay. Okay. Now, what might be the cause of that?
Too late of a stride.
Okay. Is there anything that could be in between the stride and getting your bat into the zone? Okay. Yes. What about the decision to swing? How's your decision making right now? Do you feel quick with it, or does it kind of feel a little slow?
Tiny bit slow.
I feel like you're getting to some good spots when you do get there early, right? Like when you're loading and getting there. Sometimes I feel like all of a sudden you're just standing up and almost you forget that you have to load, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, ball's there. So when we don't do that and we do get a good load, I feel like you're in the right spots at the right time. I feel like your decision to go is just a little late. It's almost like you see the pitch and it's like, I think that's a good pitch. And then it gets a little closer and you're like, I'm not sure yet. I think so. Not sure. And all of a sudden it's getting way too close to you. And then it's like, yeah, I think we should swing. But then by then, it's all panic. All like, oh, ball's on me. And then I think that's when we don't get the hip turn. And then that's when we don't get the foot turn. And that's when we don't release the barrel. That's when your bat path kind of starts to get off. So I think it's like kind of that domino effect that we were kind of talking about earlier is just one, making sure you're in the right spot to be able to do all these things, right? That's step one. Because if you don't even get in the right spot to swing, it doesn't matter about all the other stuff. So first thing, get into the right spots. Second thing, just saying yes. Trust your eyes. Trust yourself, okay? Yeah. Hop into your stance for me real quick, offset closed. Go ahead and stride. Stride like you would if I was pitching it. I feel like you've been having a higher leg kick. Okay? Now stride as if I'm pitching it. Imagine like you're about to hit a ball. Don't let go of the bat. Boom. Okay? Let me rephrase. Just stride, land, and then just don't move from there. Imagine like I'm feeding the ball. Okay? Let me see. Keep your head that way for me. Let me see a little bit more of that. We can still have there. We can hinge a little bit more if you want. There you go. Now slow motion, go to swing. Whammy. Same page? Let's try that out. Make sure you're getting to the right spots at the right time. Make sure we're making the decision to go at the right time. Now are we a little late or a little early? Okay. 3 more. Better. Now find a happy medium between those. Great job. Last one. All right. Short bat. You ready? Okay, this one I'm going to start here and I'm just going to let it drop, okay? Oh, sorry. Slipped out. What do you feel the moment I shoot this ball out? What do you feel yourself do? And if we're not sure, that's okay. Not sure? Your first move is this. So no matter what, I shoot the ball out, you sink. Is that taking time, or are you able to do that without taking time? Yeah. So now, instead of you being able to swing the moment the ball comes out of the machine, now you have to do this. Once you get here, too late. Okay? So, if you need to, just start rather than keep starting like up here, ball shoots, get down there, and then trying to go. Just start from there to begin with, okay? Better or worse? Yeah. Still doing it a little bit, but it's better. More hinge. There. Yes. Yes. Do that again. Close. Do you feel yourself moving your hands? Okay. Doing a better job with the lower half. Now, right now, I shoot it. Start there. Yes. More hinge. Yes. Yes. 3 more. More hinge. Close. Not bad. Hey, allow your hips to turn. Okay, right now on those, I think we're kind of just going hands to it, and you just have 12-foot long arms. Rather than then your arms. Better. Go ahead, grab BBR. You could go your own way. Hey. Let me see you step back up into that. Imagine like I'm about to feed it. Bring your left arm closer to your body. Right arm, tilt the barrel down. There you go. Step back up like that. Now bring your left hand closer to your right shoulder. Right shoulder. More. More. There. Now hinge. Leave your hands there. Now hinge. Bend that right knee just a hair. Lean over. There. Better. Down a little bit. Left hand by right shoulder. Bring the barrel back down a bit. Lean over again. Left hand back by your shoulder. Better. There you go. Hey, so for this and all future instructions, if you're set up like this, and I say to move one thing, you then move everything else, and then you get that one thing in the right spot, but then you've now moved everything else. And then when I tell you to get back to here, then you lose the thing that we just got to the right spot. So if I say just move your hand, your left hand, just move the left hand, okay? You're like 95% of the way there, and then you change what you had right to fix what you had wrong. And then we kind of keep going back and forth like a light switch. Just move the one small thing I tell you, okay? That's primo right there, Davis. That's primo right there, Davis. One more and we'll chat. Best one. Now, good job. You're really close. You're getting to some really good spots. What are you feeling? Correct. So right now, you are moving your hips, but we're not turning our hips. So you're here, and we're kind of going this way. We're pushing our hips forward and then reaching out. And again, because you've got some long-ass arms, it's working out a little bit, okay? Rather than us going this way to get it there, I want you to go this way. Let me see you almost imagine like you're an owl, and your head just stays in the one spot, but your body rotates around your head. Be a reverse owl. Let me see what it looks like, slow motion. Way better. Let's fight for that feeling, okay? Barrel down just a little bit. Left hand closer to the shoulder. There you go. Lean a little bit more over. There you go. Better. Close. What'd you feel? Huh? Okay. We had a little bit of like a knee bounce right when I shot it. So we were a little late. Did you feel panicky a little bit? Yep. As from that small knee bounce. Okay. If you need to, just set up there. There you go. Yeah. Close. There we go. Let's go ahead, grab your game bat, get rid of the bands, and we're just going to go some regular swings. Now, when we do this, we're going to slowly start to introduce something called hitter starts. So, normally with my high school group, that entire drill and round that you just did, open, close, staggered, that would be with also something called hitter starts. So rather than me being the person feeding the machine to go here, down, and you stride off of me, hitter starts, you make the first move. So if we're doing offset open, you go here, wham, here, wham, closed, wham, Same page? So we're going to try your normal swings as a hitter start. So you're going to make the first move with your stride, then I'm going to react from that, okay? Beauty. Control your load. Better. Better. Keep your hips back. All right, now you're swinging and we're going this way. Keep your hips back, rotate around them. Three more. Two. Better. Close. Let's get a quick pick. What was that, bub? Yeah. No bueno. About twice as much as what we would like it to be at. We'll kind of discuss it. We'll break her down. Sweet. Thank you, sir. You have something to drink?
Yep.
Sweet. Let's go ahead. Let's grab a quick drink of that. And we'll meet back here and kind of go over what we're noticing, what we're seeing, what we're feeling, all the good stuff. Money. All right. So, what were you noticing? What were you feeling? Yep.
Also noticed that it's crazy.
Very high, huh? Now, what were you feeling along with what were you seeing? So we saw that everything was high. We saw that attack angle was high. What are you feeling with that as well?
I feel like I'm
Okay. Now, I would agree with a certain portion of that. I don't think you're rotating as well as you feel like you are. And again, kind of going back to a lot of time we interpret movement as rotation. So a lot of time it's like I'm moving, so that must mean I'm rotating. Not always the case, okay? So right now what I'm noticing is, let me see your bat real quick. If you're the pitcher, when I'm swinging, because we're doing the hitter starts, you're getting here to where you're reaching a little bit, but we're kind of staying back. You'll land, and when you land, it's kind of here, and then your hips are just pushing up. Your hands are almost coming from like down here and working their way up, rather than being kind of here. So that way when you land, we're in the middle, and now I can rotate and stay flat, rather than kind of being here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So, want us to go through. Let's grab PVC. Dun, da, boo, da, boo, da, doo, da. Switch me. Hop over there. So we're not going to hit any, but we're just going to go and fight for the feeling. I want you to put this on the other side of the white line. Okay? We're here, and all you're going to go through, single hand, rotate. You're trying to get your belly button and your chest to point to the machine. Set back up. Set back up. Do 10 of those, and then we're going to add a stride. Same page?
Mm-hmm.
Money. Five. Balance there, big dog. There you go. Keep trying to get the belly button in your chest all the way to me. There you go. There you go. Go ahead and add a stride. Good.
And we finished the T.
Do it again. There we go. Take a breath. PVC. You can put Shorty away or put her down. Can tell by you use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. All right. Going to introduce you to something. It's another tool. So this is a tool that you can use in your warm-ups. So all of our future sessions, I'm going to kind of have you design your warm-up. I want to get some more data points so that way we can kind of get an idea. That's one of the reasons why I'm having you use My Blast. I just want to see where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So let's get a few more sessions with us using Blast. We'll sit down. We'll have a little day-to-day. We'll kind of go through all of your numbers, and then I'll kind of highlight what drills, what tools, what bats, what variables I want you using, okay? Now, this is called neck band. So we're going to start like this. Oop, don't want it crossed yet. Boom. Around your neck. Hand in, hand in. Now, let me see your bat real quick. Right now, I think part of your high attack angle, we kind of talked about us kind of getting stuck back here, hands going here, and then it's a fight uphill. We don't really want to have the hands yank. So if I'm hitting and all of a sudden I go to load and I feel yank, not good. Hands are going to kind of stay very close to your body. So give me your, use your hand to show me a lone away pitch. Boom. Notice how my hands aren't too far away from my body. I don't have to do too much with my hands because I'm trying to hit with a barrel. The barrel is far away from your hands. So if your hands first move when we get to here, and this goes this way, to go here, now I have to fight to try and get back uphill. I think that's what you're doing a lot of the time. Okay?
Yeah.
So here's this. Use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Yup. Yup. Voila. Regular swings with that, okay? Your goal is to not fight against the band. You are not fighting the band. Do you feel yourself fighting the band a little bit? Okay, don't let yourself fight the band. Better. Look at your attack angle. And everything else has been like 15 and below. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. Close. There you go. I want you to start accelerating. Just don't yank. There you go. Great job, dude. There. Good pitch or bad pitch? Kind of up. I guess you say. Now, if I hinge with my hips for that low pitch or that wave pitch, I'm not yanking my hands. If I keep my body up tall and I try and get to that pitch, I will yank my hands. So this is where the hinging aspect is probably pretty important. One might assume. Let's go 2 more and we'll take a breath. Last one. Close. Take a breath. All right. What do we notice about our attack angle? Yeah. Now, it went down sometimes to 0, sometimes to 7. That's when I'm liking where you're at. 15, I would say I'm okay with you getting to when it's like a 2-0 count, you're sitting fastball, you're ready to go. Or let's say you're a little out in front and you accidentally just catch it out front out here. Right now, I think a lot of your high attack angles are coming from you trying to hit the ball when it's all the way out here. Where do you feel like on your bat you're making contact with most pitches? I would agree. I feel like a lot of what you're doing is just all the way almost fully extended already. And so you're reaching out. As you reach out, that's where we're getting those higher attack angles. Okay, so let you get a breath, let you kind of regenerate, okay? But want to make sure that our point of contact, we're in a good spot to where you don't have to reach, you don't have to yank. How you feeling with that band?
Good.
You noticing some benefit to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's keep rocking that. I really want you to work on your point of contact for me, okay?
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we're getting to a good spot to start from. Imagine like you were in the MLB The Show. What would your stance look like for your character? Just one hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see what your stance would look like. There you go. Let me see you start like that every time.
Okay.
I feel like there would be times where I'm like waiting and you're like this. And that's when a lot of stuff doesn't get to the right spots in the right time. Okay? Let's see. Let me see you set up. Let's see us work on our point of contact. I don't want anything in front of this pipe. Everything should be made contact behind this pipe. Okay? Way better setup from the start, too. Kind of make contact a little further out front. Get into that stance. There you go. Better. Get into your stance, Davis. Doing a better job, dude. There you go. Closer. There you go. Get into it right away. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what that is. Hey, so we're able to get the ball in the air even with a one attack angle. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. How'd that feel swing-wise? Good. I would hope so. It's probably been your best swing of the day. Great job. Let's go ahead. Let's fight for 3 feel-goods. Keep using the band. Give me a thumb up after each one that you like. Nice. I agree. I like that a lot. Good job. Good. Let's get a third one in there. Good. Let's get a pick. Great job, sir. Mr. Trump and me. Oh my gosh. The Nuggets mascot passed away. Or at least Denver Nuggets fanatic is what just posted it. If that's the case, I can't either. I can't either.
The band thing is very similar to a drill I've had them do. It's like a little green band, and you put the thing on the back.
Yep, and attached to like the shoulder here. Yeah.
You hate it. I'm like, you hate it because you will not stop doing it. When he was 9, his swing was pretty. He got it fixed, and then COVID, we took the year off, and ever since he came back, and plus
Just been rough.
so much ever since.
Oh yeah, the coordination part makes it kind of tough.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. His swing was pretty.
I think once we, and like, I think a lot of the time when coaches will watch a kid swing, it's like, oh, he's like late or like slow or long swing or whatever. It's just like, rather, if a normal player will go here, anything that isn't that is going to look long or weird. And the thing is, like, he has fast enough bat speed where he can make up for it in certain situations. And so sometimes it's not necessarily like a glaring where it's like, you need to work on that. Sometimes like, he was just late. He was just this or he was just that. So I think that's going to probably be a big help for him. And like that's also too, like just having the blast on where I can see it and just like, oh, 24. That's not great. Let's see if we can work on that right away. I think it looked better. What did you think? How'd it feel?
Better.
Good. Let's take a little notes.
A lot. I remember getting snapped by that thing constantly.
Still didn't learn.
Nope.
Sometimes it takes a little longer, unfortunately. Let's switch this to takeaways. Thank you. All right, let's find Mr. Davis. Yeah. And then I think it's one tournament in July, I believe. And it's just like the 11th and 12th, and I think we're done after that. It's not too shabby. Be nice if I could have my roster for all my tournaments, but that's asking for a lot, apparently. Yep.
You signed up for it. What are you doing?
Everyone wanted to play travel ball until it was time to travel.
Time to actually do it.
And then it's like, well, actually, we have our 6 family vacations that we have to take.
No, I could sub in.
Okay, especially because he doesn't start till if you need somebody in the first couple in March, he'd be open.
We might have to jump on a nice opportunity. That could be fun. What takeaways do you got from me today, bub?
Hinge. Then, what? How would I phrase the band thing as in something I can remember?
Neckband. How's that work?
Good.
Anything else?
No, really.
How important is it to hinge?
Very.
Okay. Did we do a new warm-up system today? What about that?
I liked that.
Okay, and what was that?
I like the fact that I could choose it,
Choose what?
what I do, like my bats and drill.
Anything else?
No
What other 2 things can you pick?
variables.
Mm-hmm.
I have bats, drills, variables, and then objects. Cool.
Yep. Yeah. Not a kid. Anything else? Good job, bub. Good job today.